What's up, my dude? Yeah, we got us some 2020 San Diego custom track on Supercross through the official video game. If you want to find this track, it can be a little bit difficult because if it doesn't show up on the newest tracks or the most downloaded tracks or whatever, it might be a little hard to find, but all you got to do is type in, you would think you would type in San Diego on the little search thing on the custom tracks, but no. Just a little tip, little trick for you if you're trying to find this track. Just type in San on the tracks, no Diego, and then it'll pop up 2020 San Diego. So I have actually rode on this few laps on this track on MX Simulator, which is the same exact replication track of the real life 2020 track. So I've already got an idea of kind of how it is and the layout and the sections and stuff like that. So we'll see sort of the differences with this and that, and okay. I mean, I know they put tricks in this game, but I didn't know that's how you did them. You know what I'm saying, dog? Oh, God. Okay. Well, America's Tire, a little shout out, you know what I'm saying? No big problem. No big deal. All right. So, yeah, the dude's actually got it pretty... Woo! That finish line, though, bro. What the hell's going on right there? Dude's actually got the rhythms and shit like pretty dialed in here. Oh, my lag. Like even to the way that double and then that triple really is like a, you know, you like hit the double, pretty poppy little double, and then you bam hit the big triple. He's got that pretty accurate to the way that it at least felt on MX Simulator. This section right here is a little bit different, but I'm sure it would be hard to make that like a split lane section on this track editor because I'm sure there's probably not that exact kind of module piece in the game to be able to make that. So, but as far as everything else, this is just about all you could ask for a custom, you know, 2020 replica track in this game. I mean, basically about all you could ask for here. That section's a little bit different than the way it was on MX Sim, but overall, still, it's giving me the vibe of the, you know, the MX Simulator replica track, and probably once we see it in real life, it'll be pretty damn similar to this, I would figure. He's even got that little section right there where you have to, like, jump over the tabletop, so pretty cool. I like these big-ass triples, dude. I mean, isn't that what Supercross is all about? Big-ass jumps, like... Am I not just the only one that thinks that? I mean, I've always thought, like, you know, especially with the first Supercross game, they just did not capture the big jump, pop you up in the air, you know, really have to land shit precise, and let's not even get into the whoops of the first Supercross game, you know what I'm saying, dog? I'm not saying these are perfect, but these are certainly better than the first Supercross game's whoops, for sure, 100%. You could seriously hit those first Supercross games whoops with your eyes closed and be a 90-year-old grandma. And I'm not kidding when I say that. And you could still do it with your eyes closed. Like, God, I've never seen such an easy, no skill gap game as that first Supercross game. I swear to God. You didn't even pop off anywhere. You could overjump, underjump, do whatever the hell you wanted to do on the track, and you would never pop off in that first Supercross game. And not only that, even if you came up short on something and didn't pop off, you wouldn't even lose momentum. You literally wouldn't even lose any time. So at least with this game, you will lose time if you come up short on something. Like, boom, I come up short, like I'm losing time right here, right? You don't always pop off in this game, but you definitely will lose time if you don't jump shit right. And that's the way Supercross is supposed to be. It's weird how that first Supercross game, it's like they tried to make Supercross like they portrayed it as some really, really easy thing and not dangerous, and it's just like, what? Like, come on now, this is not Local Vibe Arena Cross, the official video game. This is fucking Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game. That's what I was trying to tell you, a lot of you guys, about that first Supercross game, and some of you guys still don't get it. It was nowhere near the skill gap, nowhere near the jump size, nowhere near the penalty for coming up short. It had none of that. It was just so basic, so boring, so repetitive, too easy, way too easy. Not just a little bit too easy, it was way too easy. I don't know how it could have got any easier than that first Supercross game. Seriously, like, I don't know how they could have made it any easier. Literally, I don't know. But either way. So yeah, just showing off this track right here. I know the real life race is coming up, so I want to kind of make a little short video on this action. Pretty cool coming around the sand right there and still trying to get the momentum and the drive to be able to triple in, because you're losing traction with losing a little bit of traction, losing a little bit of momentum with the friction-based sand, right? So it kind of makes that section a little more skill gappy. See, like that right there? I come up short on the finish line, and I wasn't leaning properly, and my dude just flipped over. Like it would actually happen in real life, right? Like that first Supercross game, good God, man. I mean, some of the ways you would jump things and not pop off were just, like, that would never, ever be like that in real life. Ever. Right? So at least this game has a little nugget of, oh, yeah, I probably should fall off the bike with coming up that short on that big of a jump. Or, oh, yeah, I probably should flip over when I, just completely act stupid in the whoops and just lean all the way back or lean forward or do something really stupid. My bike's kicking around like... there should at least be some kind of skill to it, right? I'm not saying the whoops are where they need to be yet, but at least there's a little something to them, right? You can hit the inside right here, then you just go kind of on top of that table and then off of it to the flat section there. So that finish line pretty skill gappy, bro. We got a literal World War II trench right there in the track, but other than that, yeah, and the difference in this and the MX Simulator track is this actually has berms on it, so that's really cool. This actually has corners on it, where the MX Simulator San Diego has no corners, literal flat sections, so at least this track has some berms on it. That's pretty cool. Either way, but yeah, this shit's pretty accurate, dude, I would say, just from what I've seen so far, and riding on that MX Simulator track, it's pretty... about as good as you could ask for on this kind of thing. So cool sand section. The only thing I might would have done there would be to have made a little bit of an outside berm on that sand section maybe, or something. I don't know. Maybe had it a little bit of a banked up sand section. But I don't think you can... see, it's hard to do that with certain module pieces in this game, because if you try to make like a banked up sand section, it's going to be a big bank. It's going to be more like a berm. You can't just make a flat sand section with a little rut around the outside of it, because there's not a module like that, right? So he probably just opted to go for that, even though that wasn't necessarily exactly the way he wanted to make it on here. So either way, yeah, so yeah. What is it? Who's this track made by? Let me see. I think it's made by like a Fluffy or something like that. Let me look real quick for you, bud. Yeah, it's right here. So it's made by Fluffy 101. Giving this dude a little shout out right here for making this. So either way, overall, probably like a 9 out of 10. I mean, it's about the best you can probably make this in this game. So yeah, man, plenty of skill gap. You hit all pretty much the same rhythms that you would think you would hit and that you hit on MX Sim. So pretty cool. Either way, to poor Ferrandis. Jesus Christ, boys. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Either way, see you guys on the next video. Later, dudes.